The 2011 Nissan Leaf has garnered a lot of excitement, not just in looks, but in reality this vehicle really is different, and let me tell you why. But let's first define that there are three types of hybrid vehicles: an EV, which is an electric vehicle powered by its own energy source; an HEV, sort of like the Honda Insight, that's gasoline or electric or a combination; and the PHEV, which is gas and electric, something along the lines of a Chevy Volt. I flew in to test the vehicle in Nashville and was lucky enough to sit next to the Vice President of Product and Advanced Planning Strategies for Nissan, Larry Dominick. He was a great resource and changed my initial thoughts of the Leaf. On average, 90% of the U.S. population drives less than 100 miles a day, and the Leaf was sort of designed around that idea. But mostly the Leaf is going to be leased. 98% of those vehicles that are purchased will require an electrician for the charging station with that possible state-funded discount. So keep that in mind if you do decide to purchase a Leaf. The Leaf is packed full of great new technology, including the next generation CVT, transmission, blind spot intervention, EV technology, and it's a zero emissions car with enhanced round view camera. So it's really kind of a neat vehicle. If you haven't driven one, you got to go out and take it for a test drive. Now, with a top speed of 90 miles per hour, the Leaf seats 5 adults, has a 100-mile range. It's a lithium-ion battery with a 24 kilowatt over 90 kilowatt engine. Now, this is actually a motor. It's a high-response motor. That means that the 0 to 60 was 10 seconds, which is pretty good for an all-electric car, and it's not a golf cart. But could have actually been faster, but it was designed for battery life, not performance. Surprisingly, the Leaf has some great handling and agility due to its small yaw control and rigid frame construction. Design of the car included the headlights is actually designed to reduce wind noise. As there's no engine, all those moving parts seem a lot louder. So insulation and aerodynamic design was absolutely critical. Now back to safety. It includes 4-wheel ABS, electronic brake force distribution, and brake assist. It even has a cold weather pack because as it gets colder, the battery life shrinks, and this is a trickle charge to keep the battery warm, therefore having the life longer. The Leaf includes 16-inch wheels, 205/55 R16, tires, LED headlights, power mirrors, and rear spoiler, all in an aerodynamic package. On the outside, there's a Nissan navigation, car wings, allows for remote monitoring for charging status, push button start, palm shift drive selector, which is quite cool, cruise control, Bluetooth hands-free, auto dimming mirror, automatic climate control. And on the SV and SL models, it includes a backup camera, a solar panel, and auto headlights. Now, batteries are located under the seat for safe location, and the concern about recycling battery has been addressed, at least initially. Nissan and Sumitomo Trading Corporation are partnering to increase secondary use of batteries. And as battery life decreases, there is an interface for range management to offer options. It shows the recharge distance, how long it's going to take, so you have all the information you need so you don't have range anxiety. And there's a 12-volt battery also on board to keep the clocks, the headlamps, and all that startup sequence in place, because when it's depleted, it will draw from the main pack. And there are regenerative brakes to help keep the battery life extended longer. A charging time can actually be programmed through your smartphone and allows you to choose the right time to charge to keep the cost down, cool off the car, or even schedule the charging overall. As for charging time, here are the facts. A wall charger, that's your everyday wall charger, takes 16 to 20 hours, which is a while. However, if you use that dryer outlet, that 220 outlet, it can take 8 hours. Or if you have access to 440 charging, which would probably be a workstation, something near a large facility, your personal fast charging station can also do this, which has to be installed by an electrician, is 30 minutes to 80% charge, and that would be through like a public infrastructure type situation. The 2011 Leaf retails at $25,280 after the $7,500 federal tax credit. With additional tax credits and incentives, California offers a Clean California vehicle rebate for up to $5,000. Colorado, $6,000. Georgia, $5,000. Hawaii, $4,500 plus additional tax credits up to $2,000 available toward installing personal charging stations. We've also found that Sony and Fox employees in California are offering an additional discount, which will bring the price of the vehicle down to around $12,000. That's pretty reasonable. You get the rebate when you register the vehicle, and cost is always a big question when it comes to this vehicle. Nissan claims it's about 2 to 3 cents per mile, about $396 a year. The advantage exists over somewhere around $1.10 a gallon, which we haven't seen in many years. There are zero emissions, so there's no tailpipe, less cost to maintain things, but things still wear, such as tires, wiper blades, headlights, and such. However, there is no oil change, but there is a service schedule and you should follow it. Globally, we're looking at 50,000 units built initially in Japan, and by 2012 to be built in the US. A sales cap in the US will be 20,000 Leafs per year, and they'll be on reservation only. Nissan is planning on owning all the lease, so it'll go through their credit company, or you can lease it through your own source. Now also remember that municipalities are starting to order these vehicles to replace their gas-powered vehicles, so you're going to see more and more of these vehicles on the road. There are more cars coming. Don't forget Ford Focus, the Mitsubishi i-MiEV, and the Mini E are also available in all-electric forms. The Leaf will only be available in Washington, Oregon, California, Tennessee, Arizona, Texas, Hawaii, and Vancouver. Eventually, the Leaf will be offered in Western Europe and Japan, and deliveries are about to start in December of 2010. Take one for a spin.